the People's Podcast. What's up, y'all? This is DJ Busby.
And it's your boy JKD.
And this is the People's Podcast. We are back.
Yes, sir.
And boy, oh boy, has this been a crazy roller coaster of a few weeks that we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, once again, we're here unprepared.
Do you feel refreshed though? Like I was coming today and I feel like, you know what? It was a busy 2 weeks, but I feel refreshed. Like I feel like, you know, I'm getting back into the groove of things, like, you know what I'm saying? No? Not
on my side of things, no.
Okay.
Because
right.
I'm still dealing with the remnants of that weekend, but nothing too crazy. I am feeling, I think the better word is relieved.
Okay.
And we'll get into that a bit later because we all saw what happened
Mm-hmm.
at
oh yes.
I don't want to call their names, but the festivals that were viral on all social medias. Okay. All right. Okay. I wasn't calling names. You know, that's my co-host here. So please don't throw anything at me. Thank you.
Just a word.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, facts.
That's all I have to say.
Facts.
So all praises to God.
Yep.
Everything went way better than I could have expected.
Yeah.
Me being the perfectionist I am, I was upset at a few key things that I'm not going to share with you guys because it's a public platform and these are situations that you'll never hear about unless you're close with me or you're part of the team, and unless it's something I have to put on social media. But there's certain aspects that you guys don't even have a clue that I was going through, and I'll shed some light on some of that throughout the time. But otherwise, you know, we here.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
We haven't been here since before I went to St. Lucia.
Yes.
So I got to talk about all of that. Holy cow. First and foremost, you know me. When I ramble, I'm going to get to rambling.
Right.
So how was your month?
Again, like yours is pretty busy. You know, I was balancing work. I was balancing the DJ life. And I was balancing just myself having a good time with my people, right? Yeah. So it was busy, man. And on top of that, family. So it was busy.
Yeah. Carabana weekend, unfortunately, is a weekend where it's like, as hard as it is to say, and it's not what you mean, family is not necessarily secondary, but it's something you have to juggle with everything else.
Exactly.
Those other things take priority because that's the busiest weekend we got.
Right. And that's something I talked with my wife beforehand. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her, like, listen, when I come home on those days, Carabana weekend, I'm coming home, showering, and I'm going right back out, you know? Say hi to the kids, and that's it. She's like, yo, she understands.
Yeah, that's good.
It is money at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? All that I do is for my family, so.
Yeah. That's beautiful, man.
It's busy. It's busy, though.
We had a lot of gigs.
I did. I was booked up from, the Thursday, Carabana Thursday, all the way to the Sunday. And I was doing maybe like 2 events per day.
Damn.
Pretty much.
Damn, son.
Yeah, bro. I stay busy too.
Humble beginnings, and you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's good to see where you reach.
Yeah.
So 2 gigs a day. Maybe share some highlights from some of them. You don't have to say everything. But.
Yeah. Well, you already know what happened with on the Thursday, Soca Sleepover. That was a dope event. You know, I got there pretty early just because I was helping you set up and stuff.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, that event, especially from going from 10 p.m. to like 5 a.m. in the morning. Obviously, I couldn't stay. I couldn't stay till 5 because I had to work the Friday, so I didn't take out the Friday. I had to work the Friday, so I stayed till maybe about 3.
This guy. what was the Friday?
Friday was work.
It was something. Anyway, that story's next.
Okay,
anyway, go ahead.
But anyways, I stayed till about 3 and I went home. Probably only slept for 2 hours and I was up with the kids, getting them ready for school and stuff.
Jeez.
So that was the Thursday. The Friday, I played for an event downtown called Mood Music.
Okay.
Late crowd, but the crowd did eventually come in, and it was just dope, man. I got to play some art. We got to play some R&B, some soca, all kind of genres, right? And we got to cater to a lot of different people, not just Caribbean people. There's a whole bunch of other diversity. Yeah. At his party, so that was a cool party.
Dope.
That was a Friday. Saturday, I was actually on the road. It feels amazing to be back on the road after
The lockdown.
The lockdown. So I went back to my old roots. I went back to the band I played with first, who gave me the first opportunity to play on the road, which was Sunline.
Nice.
And it was just vibes, man. I'll tell you what some of these bands, man. A lot of these bands have no organization. But with this one, yes, there was a bit of hiccups in terms of the sound and stuff. But I could say with this one, because it's a smaller band, they're pretty organized, bro. For a band that is growing, really organized. Nice. And I started the thing off. I started the pace. We crossed the stage and did all that stuff. It was good. I played for a bit, and I walked to the other bands, and I saw Willard and them. Mm-hmm. Nations was nice. That's all I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. Nations was nice.
Yeah, it really was.
But I didn't stay for long because I had a next booking like literally right after after me playing on the road.
Yeah,
which was like maybe like 5 minutes away from the road. So I went there, did that booking, went home because I knew the next day was gonna be bananas. You know what I'm saying? And the next day, obviously, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but Tsunami was the next day.
Yeah.
And that was my weekend.
Boy, oh boy. I think I would have to probably start at St. Lucia and then get into Carnival week.
Okay.
St. Lucia was so much fun. I think that's the best way I'll put it. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. I had a great time, especially as a male. That is an amazing trip. You could take that how you want, okay? But as a male species, that is an amazing trip to go on. Okay. Cause that boom boom wall and all of the things that come with that boom boom wall, it's a good look. It's really fun. I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
So that part of the trip, bar none, I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Great. I got a chance to DJ in St. Lucia as well on 5 events.
Nice.
That was crazy because I had connections enough to get my foot in the door in some events.
Right.
Played on Barry Hype's event. That was a great vibe. It was literally on like a beach with the water at night.
Oh, wicked.
So like you're feeling that sea breeze while you're partying, all that good stuff.
Right.
And like literally to the point where it's not fenced off. Like you could walk in the water if you wanted.
Wicked.
So I love that. I played on a boat ride out there called Raff Up. Mm-hmm. Bro, I've been on a lot of boat rides in my life.
Right.
I'm talking there have been a couple summers or a few summers. You would see me on every boat ride it had in Toronto. Right. That's to show you how many boat rides I've been on. And we have maybe 30 plus boat rides in our industry in Toronto.
Right.
I've been on a lot. That boat ride, and no bias to the fact that I was playing on it.
Okay.
That boat ride was one of the best experiences I've ever been on in my life.
Wicked.
And can you believe that we didn't even get the full experience? It rained for most of the time, so we didn't even know if the boats were going to leave the dock.
Okay.
We didn't leave until about 3 hours after the scheduled leaving time.
Okay.
And the point of Raff Up is to go out to a part in the water.
Right.
Everybody raff up.
Right.
It's 6 different boats.
Right.
Everybody raff up, go in the water, and then there's one main sound.
Right.
Bro, it was originally supposed to be 2 sounds per boat.
Okay.
6 boats. Last minute we get word we're only gonna have 4 boats. Shamari, who's helping organize it, got us the biggest boat.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be me, him, and Quest.
Okay.
Right? And it's supposed to be 2 DJs, but we would have worked it out.
Right.
That was the situation. Bro, next thing we know, since it cut down to 4, DJs had to come on our boat.
Right.
So Shamari said, well, who we want?
Right.
Bro, we get selected Carrie, who is, I think I've said it on this podcast a couple times, self.
Yeah.
That is one of the baddest DJs in the world, period.
Right.
As a Caribbean DJ, I think Quest had said it, and I agreed. He was like, yo, no lie, Carrie is probably the best Caribbean DJ, period.
Wow.
And I agree. Like, if you hear his timing and tonality and the way he plays with stuff, bro, it's bar none. Like, it's scary how on point he is.
Yeah.
So we got him and Major Penny.
Okay, wicked.
On our boat, bro. That boat, when I tell you it was rocking, it was just, the vibe was crazy.
Right.
And I'm hearing every other boat had wicked vibes because they hired the best DJs.
Right.
Bro, it was just a time, right? That I couldn't believe was happening.
Okay, wicked.
Right? Fast forward now to the next day. The next day I was saying, okay, maybe I want to go see the volcano and shit and stuff.
Right.
Do sightseeing.
Right.
Get there now, or not get there. Wake up the next day now. Nobody's feeling to do that.
Okay.
Everybody's buzzed from the boat ride.
Right.
We went to a party after that, so it was like, let's just go rest. And what we decided to do instead was myself, Shamari, and Quest just go in one of their hotel rooms.
Right.
And we all organize music.
Okay.
And like make sure we have the tunes for the road that we need.
Right.
Because you may have some I don't have, etc.
Right.
Bro, tell me why that little meeting turned into a full-blown lime with us three, Rigo Suave, Private Ryan, Selecta Carey, and Major Penny.
That's crazy.
Lyman, like normal. I do not go into rooms like that. Ever.
Right.
So for me to be able to sit there in that room and just talk with these guys, it was crazy. Right. And the night before that, it was right after Wrap Up, I believe. We went to check Selecta Carey out where he was staying.
Okay.
They have a huge outdoor patio. Bro, I'm literally chilling with Carey, Major Penny, Shamari Quest, and the owner of Yuma.
Oh, wow.
In Trinidad.
Right.
Bro.
Crazy.
And now I'm live and talking to this guy.
Right.
And then the next guy now, who I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
I'm telling the story about Tsunami's coming up, and I'm like, George is linking me to perform.
Right.
We have 2,000 tickets sold right now. But when I announced that, who knows what's going to come? It'll probably be 3,000, 4,000.
Right.
They all look at me laughing. They're like, well, this is the guy you need to talk to right here. That's his manager.
Yeah, right.
I swear to God. Like that's the kind.
Crazy.
It's just crazy what was happening out there, and the way we all talked. And I was talking with the guy with Yuma.
Yeah,
he was a very intelligent guy, and the way that he values the DJs and what you need to do in order to provide the best everything for the DJs, so they give you your best.
Right.
I fully gravitated towards that.
Okay.
You know, and now I could understand why like a Selecta Carey and etc. would go with Yuma.
Right.
Because they pamper these guys.
Right.
Make sure that they're good, and then they give you the best.
Right.
Which is how it should be done.
Right.
But the next day now, again, I'm liming with Private Ryan, Rigo Suave, Shamari, Quest, Carey, all these guys, Major Penny. And we just talking, bro. At certain points, it was about the music and the fets, but then it just got into life conversations, jokes, drinks passing around, just a seamless lime.
Right.
And I value that kind of time because, again, I'm not in these spaces.
Right.
So to now be able to be there and be accepted as a peer, like they're calling me into the conversation, making jokes with me. Right. These men calling me the Dagger Boss.
Well, I did see some videos of you.
How you see those videos? I told Shamari, don't send those videos to nobody. How you see those videos?
Well, I see one video, and you were going in, dog. Let's just say that.
Shamari, we have to talk. I'll get into that in a second. Why I say his name like that? But I'm lying with these guys. It was amazing.
It just seems like the stars are aligning, bro.
Literally, like all at once.
That's crazy.
And it's coming to me at certain. I haven't even gotten to the craziest parts of my stories yet.
Yeah.
But it literally just seems like, okay, this thing is being presented to me, and as I'm trying to do that, somebody's literally behind me pushing me to the next step. Like, keep going, go.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to keep up with 10 steps ago. Right. My life is crazy right now. So just to be able to hang with those guys, speak with them on a different level besides just gigs, I cherish that. And I'm glad to know that will happen more and more as I go out there.
Absolutely.
So wrap up. Then next thing we were on the road with Fusion. Mm-hmm. But the day before that, it was an empty day.
Okay.
And we were trying to figure out the party because I think Private Ryan was booked and I think Carey might have been booked.
Okay.
But the rest of us were trying to get tickets to go inside.
Right.
But from the airport, I had met with my homegirl, Your Carnival Model on Instagram. Y'all follow her. Your Carnival Model. She told me about this party called Brazen.
Okay.
And she was like, that's one of the best parties out there.
Okay.
So at the airport, I bought my ticket. Mm-hmm. So one day in the hotel now trying to organize free tickets, they're like, Buzz, you need one too? I said, nah, I'm good. I bought my ticket. Bro, all these men looked at me. and Kerry kissed his teeth. Kerry's like, can y'all please teach Buzz? I'm like, teach me what? I bought my ticket. What do you mean teach me?
Right.
He's like, Buzz, we do not pay for tickets out here. He said, you are an international DJ, and these people praise that.
You're part of the upper echelon now.
Whatever that means.
you sip your one
with my pinky out.
You're part of that.
But yeah. Let me tell. Anyway, when we get to that part of the story, you sipping nonsense on the plane, huh? Let me get to that part of the story. So they telling me, oh god damn, I got it all over my shirt. They telling me, yeah, you're an international DJ.
Right.
These people, especially in St. Lucia, really value that.
Right.
And your presence at their party alone is free promotion for them because they know you're going to be taking snaps, entertaining people, etc.
Right.
So they want you to be in their party. Bro, I was getting all-inclusive tickets for free.
Jeez.
I'm talking like beach house style events on a smaller scale, but for free.
Right.
Just because I knew Barry Hype, I knew so-and-so, Kerry, etc. I'm walking into these things like nothing. And they're telling me we do not pay for things out here, but just if you know somebody, you get a ticket. You're good.
Right.
So I'm learning these things now as I go along.
Right.
We go to Brazen. Brazen, honestly, it was just super packed.
Okay.
And the venue did not match the crowd that it was. It was the same beachfront venue, but there was way too many people for that.
Right.
So I didn't really get into a vibe. Like I wasn't feeling it like that.
Okay.
But you know, either way, it had its good points and its bad points. Okay. Next day now, play on the road with Fusion. Big up Fusion. They allowed me an opportunity to play on their truck.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you know, DJ wise, like masqueraders wise, it was amazing.
Right.
Everybody looked like they were having a good time. They were in costume. Everything looked beautiful.
Right.
From the DJ side of things, there was a lot of hiccups, which I really did not like.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get into specifics, but there was a lot of headache that led me to the end of the day not being pleased at all.
Okay. Was that I know you're not going to get into it, but was that hiccups that you guys could of change, or is that just hiccups that just come not like, you know, just...
it was hiccups that organization could have fixed.
Okay.
And you know, not to say that they weren't organized, they were.
Right.
But there are certain people that, you know, have their own perception of how things should be.
Right.
And act in their own accordance.
Oh, okay.
And when they do that, they compromise the whole operation.
Right.
And it got to the point where even masqueraders were complaining about certain things.
Right. Okay.
It was never anything bad. This was overall a great experience with Fusion.
Okay.
But I could say my perspective on it because of the dealings that we had. Right. But either way, I still had a good time with them.
Okay.
And I loved what I saw. Like
wicked.
They were probably one of the biggest bands, maybe not, probably top 2 in St. Lucia.
Wow.
Like numbers wise.
Okay.
Because there were some bands with like 40, 50 people.
Right.
But these guys had like legit like hundreds of people.
Right.
So that was a really good look.
Okay.
But I say all of that to get into the next part of the story, which is Carnival Monday in St. Lucia. There's 2 days, Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
The Monday, after all that nonsense on the road, I went home and I was just out.
Right.
I was out of it. I was tired, frustrated, the whole works. And then I'm thinking to myself, something told me to check in for Soca Sleepover in the venue.
Okay.
Because I'm not hearing what I need to hear in terms of the venue.
Right.
I called to check in. Owner's not responding. I'm tired as hell. I have to call around.
Right.
Only to find out that the venue may not be in operation for Caravana.
Damn.
I'm dealing with this in St. Lucia.
Right.
After my long day.
Yeah.
I was livid at that point. So now I have to call around and try and find a venue the week before Caravana for a party that I've already paid deposit.
Couple days, bro.
Days before Caravana. I've already paid deposits to all these international DJs.
Right.
I paid for this goddamn robot.
Right.
I paid for all of this stuff. And I'm not even sure this party is going to happen now.
Right.
And I'm already in a state. Thank God I got a venue. a suitable one because the numbers at Soca Sleepover was crazy.
Right.
We had almost 800 people there.
That's crazy, bro.
But to imagine, that could have all went down the drain.
Right.
If I hadn't made that phone call, who knows?
Right.
Fast forward now, day 2, Carnival in St. Lucia. Amazing experience.
Okay.
Right? Much better. We worked out the kinks from day 1.
Right.
Especially logistically, DJ-wise.
Right.
Everything was amazing. It even rained down on us hard a couple times.
Right.
But vibes were still up.
That's good.
Everything was great. I was happy with the experience. And another thing that got me up day 1, by the time we got to the Boom Boom Wall, they closed it down.
Damn. So you didn't see no...
I didn't see nothing. Day 2 though.
You're vexed.
Day 2 though.
Did it make up for day 1?
Day 2 absolutely made up for day 1. That Boom Boom Wall, I'm gonna put the footage in the podcast. Just watch this.
When you walk your muscle, girl, I love it when you walk your muscle. Wow, girl, I love it when you walk your pussy muscle. Wow, girl, I love it when you walk your pussy muscle. Wow. When I see all them girls on the wall, I say, wow. I would say what I said, brazen man, I'll be here to say, wow. Ladies, it's Carnival, flash me. I love to feel it. The man still said it. Flash me when you're dancing. Let me say.
And imagine too, right? I'm standing there front row and center, and it's just women from left to right, like 100 women on this wall. Right. What pisses me off the most is when men feel like it's okay to come and obstruct that work of art and climb up on the bumble wall just so you can catch a piece of wine. Men, come down from day. I do not want to see no man on my boom boom wall. See? Pause. It sounded like that needed a pause. I'm just saying. But don't mess up my boom boom wall. This was even a conversation on social media after. Do you feel men should be allowed up there? No. Why is that even a question?
Right.
Go on and find your own wall.
Right.
Or a hole to go and wine in, whatever the case is. But leave that boom boom wall alone. It's sacred.
Carnival's a woman, man.
Yeah. Next thing now, another thing to mention. I was on top of the biggest truck that they had in Fusion.
Okay.
But the top of the truck, bro, if you're not paying attention, the power lines are scraping right by your head.
Right.
There was a couple times I got boops in my head.
Good.
Wow. You hear this? Wait till I tell my story later, huh? But anyway. So here what happened now. This gal came out of nowhere like a guardian angel, huh? First time I'm standing on the top deck.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the driver just presses gas immediately.
Yeah.
My feet are stationary on the floor.
Yeah.
Both of them slip up and my whole body braps on the floor. To the point where my bottom of my jaw clapped up into my head. So I'm feeling pain at that point, but I'm checking to make sure there's no broken teeth at least. Because the clap was hard. My glasses and all fell off my face. So a few people asking if I'm good. A few people at the back of the truck laughing and shit. I'm just there like,
I'm not paying them no mind.
Not paying them no mind. I'm in pain right now.
Right.
Bro, this sexy gal out of nowhere comes to me and she's like, don't worry, you just have to shake it off. And just pushes back on me and gives me the sweetest wine, bro.
Just like that.
Just like that. She looks at me and she's like, after the wine, she's like, you honestly wouldn't believe, but about an hour ago, something very similar happened to me.
Damn.
But I fell in some mud. So my friends had to wash off my bum and stuff because of what happened. So I saw what happened to you. I just wanted you to feel better.
That's a nice. That's a nice woman.
You trying to make me fall in love on this truck? Like what? What are you here doing right now?
I would buy you a rose.
Facts. I would buy her the whole road of St. Lucia. But moving forward now, next the same power line situation. It happens now. After I done fell already. Power line, braps. Hit my head. So I dropped down on the ground now because I'm like, there's bare power lines coming. So as I drop on the ground, I lose my phone on the floor. I lose a couple things from my pocket.
Right.
When the power lines pass, I get back up. As I look down to reach to get my stuff, she already down there picking up everything, coming and putting it back in my pockets. I said, yo.
Has to be an angel.
I said, you see you? What you're doing right now? I need you everywhere I go in this world.
Right.
Period. She started to laugh. Bro, I add her on Instagram. Bro, she has tens of thousands of followers.
Okay.
She's an influencer, all kind of stuff.
Right.
I said, wait, this is crazy. Really come like a guardian angel.
Right.
But all said and done, we had an amazing time.
It's good, man.
I made some connections down there with the right people, and it was an amazing look.
That's good.
You know, even in general, just me being there, who I was liming with, it was me, Rigo again,
Right.
on the truck.
Yeah.
You know, we had just DJ'd together in Ottawa
Right.
before. When I remember, if y'all remember the Ottawa story,
Yeah.
when I seen him, I put up my phone to him. He started kissing his teeth. He's like, "Yo, it's my birthday this weekend. I'm not trying to drive no 6 hours to get back home. So please just leave me alone." I started laughing.
Hey.
He on the truck with me, and we just killing it, bro. The problem though, both of our laptops, the sun was cooking it. His is a newer laptop.
Wow.
Mine shut off quicker than his.
Right.
But his is a newer laptop. Both of our laptops shutting down. There was only one guy on the truck, Baba Roots.
Yeah.
He had a newer laptop that worked flawlessly.
Right. Right.
So he played most of the time. But, bro, the experience in general, just great. Amazing. We had a good time.
Right.
Very happy with it. Right? Then just went back home to sleep, flew back out.
Right.
I had some hiccups at where I was staying. This one really pissed me off, and I'll say this before I get into Caravana.
Okay.
Okay, let me put it to you this way, right?
Yeah.
JKD, you stay at a villa.
Right.
The first night of the villa, I don't even think I told you this when I got back.
No.
The first night of the villa, you go to take a shower.
Right.
And it's one of them twist shower heads.
Yeah.
You go to twist the shower head and the whole thing pops off.
Oh, wow.
I take all this stuff, I put it back to a point where it's working. I'm like, okay. But I said, you know what? Let me tell these guys up front that it happened the first day.
Right.
So that they don't try any stupidness.
Right. Right.
What do you think would be the outcome of that?
They come, you tell them, so it doesn't come out of your pocket when you're leaving to go back home.
These men had the I don't even want to swear. I don't want to edit. Ugh. Timestamp, please? Yeah, respect. These men had the nerve to tell who I got the place through
Yeah.
that I'm responsible for the shower knob, that I need to pay $65 US. After they done had somebody come to fix it,
Right.
he's in there trying to fix it for 2 hours. And I'm in my room trying to organize music.
Right.
I'm like, these people in and out of my room, this is not comfortable.
Right,
You
right.
can't fix this afterwards?
Right.
They're in the room 2 hours trying to fix that. So what does that tell me? He's trying to get me to pay for that service.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't even fix it properly.
Wow.
They tell me $65 US. Bro, I lost it.
Wow.
This is my last day there.
Yeah.
I'm literally packing to go to the airport.
Yeah.
The driver is on their way.
Yeah.
And you come to my front door to brace me about this shower head? I said, these people have to be mad.
Right.
So I ended up telling them, okay, you know what? You have my credit card through Homeboy.
Right.
When I get back home, we'll figure it out.
Right.
But right now, I'm headed to the airport. Thank you for everything. Please take care. I have to get to my flight.
Right.
They just walked out. I was pissed. I came back home and I'm like, I'm not paying $1 for that.
Right.
I really don't want to.
So did they end up charging or what?
So what happened was Homeboy that I did it through,
Yeah.
the process of getting the place,
Yeah.
he said he has business dealings with them for
Okay.
future projects.
Okay.
So I didn't want to screw up the man's thing.
Right. Right.
And the same person that's complaining about the shower knob,
Yeah.
there was a couple days I needed to go to the grocery and stuff, and he took me to the grocery, no problem.
right.
So I was going to give him money anyways.
Right.
But for you to come to me at the end like that, nah.
Right,
You
right.
got to be kidding me.
Right.
So I'm looking at these guys like they trying to hustle me or something. I'm not playing that.
Most likely.
But because Homeboy had the business dealings, I left it.
You just
I was
let
like, yo, just charge the card.
Right.
I'm not even going to remember this in 20 days.
Right.
Do your thing. So all of that said and done, like St. Lucia overall was amazing. I had a great time. Depending where you go, you'll get a very good experience party-wise. one thing I didn't really like about St. Lucia, to be honest, was the food. And even the food service.
Right.
It was really slow, really long, and the food in general, like there's no cuisine out there.
Right.
It's not like, you know, you go Trinidad, you get doubles.
Right.
Barbados, you get chafette.
Right.
St. Lucia, there's nothing really.
Okay.
And it's not really that much taste in it either. But we managed. We figured the situation out.
Right.
You know me. I lived on ramen noodles and popcorn. But anyway, get back home now. Now my mind is towards Toronto Carnival.
Right.
So this is to tell you how God works, and again, how I'm being pushed in this direction. The first event of Toronto Carnival week, I didn't DJ on. This is the only ticket that whole week I bought a ticket for.
Okay.
And that was Duckwork.
Duckwork, yes.
So we went out to Duckwork, we partied and had fun. And I had to tell Bandit, like, yo, this is the only thing I bought a ticket for.
Right.
So I appreciate this experience.
Right.
And he's just like, thank you. So all of the nonsense, and again, I'm not getting into detail, but the nonsense that I dealt with in St. Lucia with the band,
Yeah.
somebody came to me that I met in St. Lucia, and something kept telling me that this lady has, like, she's involved somehow. Like,
Right.
she's somebody
Yeah.
in the industry. I don't know what, but something is telling me that.
Right.
She finds me, and I see her on the boat. I say hi to her, and
In Toronto. This is on Duckwork.
this lady is from Toronto,
Okay.
or well, from St. Lucia, but lives in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
So she goes to Lucia every year.
Okay. Okay.
After that Duckwork boat ride, she pulls me aside in the parking lot, gets on her phone.
Right.
She calls now the biggest band in St. Lucia.
Right.
Said, listen, we need Busby next year. Whatever he needs, pay for that. We have it. We need him on the road.
Wow. Just like
She
that.
don't know nothing about my Soca Sleepover,
Right,
my
right.
Tsunami,
Right.
just like that, just
Right.
so.
Right.
I said, holy cow. This is nuts.
Things are coming quickly in
bro.
your direction, bro.
And then the lady said, and just so on the phone, huh?
Yeah.
And hang up. So I hugged her and I said, thank you so much. Like, that meant a lot.
Yeah.
Because if you only knew what I dealt with,
Right. Right.
like that, hearing that means the world. So I messaged her later. I'm like, I want to send you some comps to come to my party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some complimentary tickets. Just let me know. She said, there's no complimentary tickets needed. I could just tell that you're a nice person and a good-hearted person. And I do these type of things for good-hearted people.
Wow.
That was it. She didn't even come to any of my parties. She didn't know about Tsunami, nothing.
That's crazy.
So I sent her the Tsunami videos after the fact,
Right, right.
and she forwarded it to them.
Right.
So now they're gonna see what I'm working with.
Right. God,
And
bro.
who do you think? What do you think's happening now with the other band? And if you all only knew the story, but I come on here and say that now I'm the bad guy. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Right. Right.
Hopefully everything works out, and wherever I go, it'll be in my best interest now,
Exactly.
as opposed to me
Right.
just doing whatever.
Right. Right.
So that's just how God's working, bro.
Exactly.
I ain't asked for none of that.
Right.
That was a boat ride in Toronto. She came to do that.
Crazy.
Next day now, played on Farm Peas boat ride. We Carnival. International Steven was one of the headliners.
Okay.
He came on the boat. Right? Me and him start to get to talking because I seen him in St. Lucia.
Right.
Me and him never really spoke
Okay.
like that. We did an interview with Shamari and Quest,
Right.
ironically enough,
Right.
but we never really spoke like that. Steven comes to me on the boat and he was saying, yo, I see your name buzzing around the place.
Right.
And he's like, I like that. You need to keep working.
Right.
I'm like, that's what it is, bro. I'm just one step at a time. He's like, well, that's how it has to be, bro. And then we just get into small talk, right? Boat goes on now. Why do I get a random text from Bandit? Hey, boy, what you drinking? Come downstairs. Let me take a drink.
Right.
Bandit, Bandit? Well, come and buy it. Let me get you a drink.
Right.
Bandit don't drink, period.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, you calling me to go? So
Yeah.
he just wants to, I guess, go and have a conversation.
Right.
Bro, we get the drink. Me and him sit up there talking for about like half an hour to an hour.
Right.
Crazy conversation. And just, it was me asking him some questions and just listening to him from his perspective.
Right.
And the moral of this story is when you're speaking to an elder and somebody with way more experience than you,
Listen.
you shut up and listen.
Facts.
And literally, it was to the point where I'm standing there with my arms folded, just listening to him speak.
Yeah.
And Steven catches us. He went down to use the washroom,
Yeah.
but then he comes back and he catches us.
Right.
And he stopped the whole conversation we were having.
Yeah.
He's like, Buzz, you see what you're doing there?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you need to be doing when man like Bandit are talking to you.
Yeah.
You just sit there and listen to what he's saying.
Right.
He's like, Bandit and some other men in this industry have had these kind of conversations with me. I've stood there and listened.
Right.
And the way it's helped my career. So, like, bro, these things I was not expecting, but they're just coming at me, bro.
Yeah.
So that's a good business relationship I built, even with Steven.
Right.
You know, me and him got to speak to the point where he messaged in the Team Soca group now.
Right.
Who's in London for Notting Hill.
Right.
I sent him a thing saying, I am.
Right.
I got a message right after that.
Wicked.
Send me your logo. Like, what the hell's happening, bro?
Crazy. Stars are lining up.
Aligning like crazy.
And they're coming, it's coming quickly.
Yeah. Next thing now, Soca Sleepover. Amazing show. There were some things y'all don't even realize happen because of how much fun we had.
Right.
And it was just amazing to see that on Caravana Thursday, I was able to pull a crowd like that.
800 to be exact.
800 people in Pickering. Caravana Thursday.
Good old Pickering.
You know, like back in the day, that was unheard of.
Exactly.
The only thing you're hearing pulling any kind of numbers is them like Def Jam.
Right.
Or them type of big artist show.
Right.
No Soca Sleepover. But, you know, we made that happen.
Right.
And I was so proud to see that happen. All the DJs, you know, got to perform. The one I was sad that didn't was Judgment because some stuff happened at the end of the night.
Right.
But I told him straight up, like, bro, I know it wasn't my fault, but I'm sorry that even happened.
Right.
But Tsunami, I'm going to make sure you at least get double play time.
Exactly.
If not, one on the mic, one playing.
Right.
So that you get your time and then promo can't fit.
Right.
But everybody else, the Kevin Crown, Gel, Mazel,
Right.
all the whole team had a wicked sets, kept the energy up the whole night, and I was super pleased with that.
Okay.
Right? Again, there was a lot of behind the scenes things that you guys won't know or I won't share on here.
Right.
But the headaches for that were even ridiculous.
Right.
But the part of this story that's the craziest is this one of our homegirls. We know her from Fets.
Yep.
Nay.
Yeah.
She messages me. She was at Island Mix down the road, which is like 3 lights away from where we were at Soca Sleepover.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm passing through with Tony X and Lord Hype from Trinidad.
Right.
Tony X is probably top 3 MCs in the world for our industry.
Right.
And Lord Hype is one of the biggest DJs out of Trinidad.
Yeah.
So I'm playing my set now. I don't even realize when they show up.
Right.
But when I turned, I saw Nay and I saw Lord Hype standing there. Tony X didn't show up.
Okay.
So I play my whole set. Cool. I'm exhausted at that point, so I go over to sit down. But I see her.
Right.
So I hug her. She's like, come, let me introduce you to Lord Hype.
Yeah.
So I go to shake the man's hand. I'm not thinking nothing of it.
Right.
Bro, the man shakes my hand, looks at me. He's like, yo, you wasting your time here in Toronto, you know?
Just so.
And I'm like, at first I'm taken back by it. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
He's like, dog, that set you just put on there? And then he shook my hand again.
Yeah.
He's like, that, what you just did? I'm sitting there listening, huh? And he's like, that was a performance. Like, you did your thing.
Wow.
And he's like, that talent should be taken worldwide.
Right.
So I explained to him, like, that's literally what I'm in the process of doing. I'm doing these international gigs and just trying to get my name out there and then establish myself in these places.
Right.
So next thing the man asked me, yo, you go in Trinidad? So I said, well, nah, because I got all these other opportunities, but Trinidad is like the hardest market to penetrate.
Right.
I'm like, it's hard to get gigs. It's hard to, this guy said pause. that was a reach. It's the hardest market to get into.
Right.
Pause again? Jesus Christ. But I have these other international opportunities, so I'm exploring those before I go back into Trinidad.
Right.
Man said, hold on. So I wait. He's like, I'm going to try and get you onto Tribe to DJ on my truck. That is the biggest band in the world.
Yeah. Facts. Just so.
I'm just standing there like in awe. So this is already after the biggest band in St. Lucia is now reaching for me.
This is crazy, man.
The biggest band in Trinidad and theoretically the world, if you really pay attention, is reaching for me now.
It's like chess, yo. It's like.
And I'm not asking for none of this. It's just falling. I ain't tell them to come to my party. Homegirl just brought them because they were down the road.
Right.
That star aligned for like no reason, realistically.
Yeah.
But I just did what I know how to do best.
Right.
He heard that and sees something marketable.
Right.
bro, I can't ask for a better outcome of these things. It's not like I'm sitting there begging people to be on.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Friday now. This again, I'm not even at the craziest parts of the story.
Right.
Friday now. Lavish. We on Lavish. Big up Ocean and them.
Right.
You know, it was a wicked boat ride. But my laptop, we were on the top deck of Empress.
Right.
So you know that's open to the sun.
Right.
Luckily, it was a pretty chilly day.
Okay.
I had about a 45-minute set.
Right.
Right up until the end of my set.
Yeah.
My laptop was good.
Okay.
Up until the end, chipped out.
Jeez.
The sun cooked it.
Right.
So Kevin had to hop back on and play pause. Kevin had to go and do his thing.
Right.
Yeah, so when he go and do his thing now, I come off and enjoy the rest of the boat ride.
Right.
These men, we have the worst behind the scenes stuff for this podcast. He's been telling me to say pause for everything, you know. But anyway, we done with the boat ride now. Driving home, originally they sent out a schedule for the Carnival Nations, who's the band I was playing with.
Right.
They sent out a schedule. There's 5 different trucks.
Okay.
So they told me which truck I would be on.
Right.
Bro, this was a truck that I wasn't too pleased about being on.
Right.
But Nations business-wise and pay-wise,
Right.
I'm not complaining.
Right.
You know, and especially since they know I'm somebody of value in the city.
Right.
They paid the proper rate.
Right.
And bro, these are people that their business acumen, that's applause to them.
Okay.
But I was on a different truck.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go do my thing and then cut.
Right.
As we leaving that boat right now, after my laptop chipped out,
Right.
I'm checking my phone. On the DVP, I look, there's a message in the Carnival Nations group. There's been a change to the DJ schedule for the trucks. As I'm seeing the DJ schedule, the first truck,
Right.
the Marshall truck,
Right.
International Steven, Rigo Suave, Busby, SKF. I said, what? Bro, I was shocked.
Right.
So I tell my sister and I tell Reds, who was in the car as well, I'm like, yo, I'm on the Marshall truck.
Right.
Bro, I'm thinking of everything now about how I'm going to make sure this laptop is good.
Right.
I'm hearing there's stories about you get a thing of ice and water, put a towel in it, and then put it under your laptop so it absorbs the heat. All kind of thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And something was telling me maybe I should go buy a computer.
Right.
Because I don't want to be dealing with this hot towel or wet towel situation.
Right.
My sister was just like, and my Reds was just like, get the laptop.
Yeah. It just made sense.
Because I had to think about it too. I'm like, I could also use Rigo's laptop, but what if he has to go?
Exactly.
Then I'm screwed and nobody has music.
Right.
Go to the Apple store. And we on the DVP as this is happening.
Right.
We got Lawrence on the DVP. So that's the next 2 exits to get to the Apple store.
Right.
Bro, we get off now at Fairview. Go into the Apple store. Hey, we don't really have anybody here for you right now to serve you, but somebody will be ready in 45 minutes. This is almost 8 o'clock.
Jeez.
So I said, listen, bro, explain the situation.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just got put on a very important gig.
Right.
I need a laptop.
Right.
The man looked at me. This is 8:30 p.m. The store closes at 9.
Okay.
The man told me to my face,
There's no more.
bro, there's no more. And if you want a laptop, you have to order it.
Damn.
And you get it in a couple weeks. I said, bro, that can't happen.
Right.
I need something. The man looked back at his iPad. He said, oh, wait, no. We have one left. The exact model I needed. Not the right storage, but like the Pro, M1 Pro.
Bro.
One left.
Tell me that's not God, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, it's crazy how these things are happening. Get the laptop now. I had to wait the 45 minutes. We went and got food.
Yeah.
Got the laptop now.
Yeah.
I have to go home now. Luckily, I had a gig at Diamond.
Okay.
That got canceled.
Right.
Now, I have the new laptop. I spent the whole night transferring the music
Okay.
folder by folder.
Right.
And analyzing the song so it played the right audio levels and stuff.
Right.
Bro, I was up until about almost 2 in the morning doing that.
Damn.
And I have to wake up for the road the next day to go meet Willard and thing. So this now is Carnival morning. I have not been on the road in Toronto in 6 years.
Jeez.
Playing mass, DJing, nothing.
Right.
In 6 years. I was fed up with the nonsense that I was dealing with the bands that I was playing with, which was like the C class and B class bands.
Right.
So now to go from that to the biggest truck on the road was like my mind was in a different place now.
Right.
So we on the way. Now remember, this is the Marshall truck. Those of you that are fans of my Twitch show should know this story. Okay? But if you don't and you're new to Busby, I had a Twitch account that, you know, I did so well that it reached the partner level status, which is like a higher than normal status. There's affiliate where you start to make money on Twitch, and then there's partner where it's like a bigger status that shows you have more of a following and you get paid a little bit more.
Right.
So with that being said, when I got the partner status, Judgment had made a joke to me like, oh, you finally got your partner?
Right.
So I thought about it and I made a whole joke out of it. I said, let me do a wedding that I'm marrying my partner. So what I do, especially with promo, is I will pick the hottest thing at the time that's going on and transition it from my brand just as like a joke, you know?
Right.
So for that partner wedding, I went and took out Marshall's face from that white image of his wedding.
Right.
I took out Marshall's face. I put his wife's face as the Twitch partner logo.
Right.
Well, you did that, I should say. But yeah.
You told me to do it.
Yeah. I didn't want to put blame on you. Marshall, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. But I get a phone call.
Right.
Hello. Hi. Is DJ Busby there, please?
Right.
Hi, this is me. Hi, this is Marshall Montano's manager. I'm pretty sure you know why I might be calling. Bro. Then the man get into, yo, they're not pleased with that picture.
Right.
You essentially are disrespecting a legend in soca music. And I just went straight into apology mode.
Right.
Because you don't disrespect the king of soca. If you want to make it in this business, I'm not the right guy to piss off.
Right.
But as I was apologetic and I said I meant no harm by it, and it's not even for a show, it's for a presentation on Twitch.
Yeah.
He got it.
Right.
So even till that, I ended up sending him the revised copy of it.
Right.
And I said, is this okay? Like, I just want to make sure with you guys everything's good.
Right.
And he was appreciative of that. He's like, thank you for checking in with us. Everything's okay. Marshall saw it. You're good to go.
Okay.
But now your boy has Marshall's contact.
Right. Yeah.
So these things, as much as that was a scary moment,
yeah.
like, not everybody has Marshall's manager's number.
Facts.
So I say that to say, this is the first time I'm now seeing Marshall.
Right.
Since then.
Right.
I have no idea if he even knows who I am or how he would react to me if he did.
Right.
I get there to the road that morning. I'm the only DJ on the truck.
Okay.
Rigo's running late. Steven's running a bit late.
Okay.
I'm playing music, bro.
Right.
Why Marshall show up out of nowhere as I'm playing music?
Wow.
And everybody's like, yo, Buzz, Marshall's here. Make an announcement.
Right.
I now announce the man is with the band. I announce that he's here with the band.
Yeah.
I have to make that announcement.
Right.
I'm not prepared for that at all. So he comes on the truck now after, pause, and gives everybody daps.
Right.
Gives everybody daps and just plants himself where he was situated on the truck.
Right.
Tell me why this man's first request, yo, that tent need to go. That's the tent we had for the shade for our laptops.
Ooh.
If I did not buy a new laptop.
Your laptop would have been done. You would have been done, bro.
Remember how I said Rego's took a little bit longer to cook in St. Lucia?
Yeah.
His was cooking within minutes, bro. So mine would have been done from time I opened it.
And that day was a hot day. Sorry, excuse my language, but it was hot.
It was hot. Timestamp that too, please. That's why, yeah. Hot.
Right.
Bro, again, God. So now Marshall, I was literally the only DJ that Marshall sat there, listened, and danced to that whole time.
Wicked.
Bro, like, what is happening?
Right.
And I'm just doing my best. I wasn't preparing for that to happen.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that would have happened.
Right.
I figured Marshall would have come on a truck as soon as he would got there, do his set, and bounce.
Right.
But he's now there liming while I'm playing.
Wicked.
And dancing too. Like, there's video footage of him dancing while I'm playing.
Wicked.
Bro. So then, this is the part of the story I didn't mention. And then we'll get into the rest of it.
Right.
Bro. On the way to the road, I'm like, yo, Willard was driving.
Right.
I'm like, yo, bro, I don't think I told you this either. Like, bro, just do me a favor. Stop at a dollar store.
Okay.
We go to the dollar store. I got a wedding card that said congratulations.
Yeah.
And I wrote in it, I'm sorry.
Oh, because
From DJ Busby. So I go up to the manager now. You don't bother Marshall.
Yeah.
I go to the manager. I'm like, yo, do you remember who I am?
Right.
He's like, no. So I explain the situation. And he's like, oh, that's you. So I'm like, wait. And I showed him the card and he started laughing.
Right.
So I'm like, I just wanted to give this to you to give him.
Right.
He's like, we'll deal with it after.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
After happens now.
Right.
Marshall, I come off. International Steven goes on to play for about 10 minutes.
Right.
Marshall does his full performance.
Okay.
I go down to the bottom level of the truck. So this is now after.
Right.
After Marshall's performed.
Okay.
I see coming down the stairs, Marshall's walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
His manager and somebody behind him.
Okay.
I'm like, I know they're leaving.
Yeah.
Bro. So again, you don't bother Marshall.
Right.
They're starting to wrap him up to carry him off the truck.
Right.
So I don't bother him. But I'm tapping the manager now. Because I'm to say, yo, remember the card.
Right.
And I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah.
He's not responding to my taps, bro.
Right.
I'm tapping the man's shoulder hard. All right. Okay, this show's over. But I'm you know, he's not paying attention.
Yeah.
He walks off the truck now. And in this envelope too, I took the pay from my previous boat ride and put it in there as like a joke, like this is a wedding gift.
Right.
You know? I put in my pay just to show him too. It wasn't about the money why I did that.
Right.
I'm really apologetic about that situation.
Right.
Bro, there was another guy that was wearing their shirt as well.
Yeah.
I stop him.
Right.
I'm like, yo, are you with Marshall? He's like, yeah, I'm with them. I'm like, okay, I need you to give this envelope to Shay, his manager.
Right.
Like, this is important. Can you please give this to him?
Right.
The man said yes. Bro, that man could have easily took that envelope after he got off the truck and just dashed it.
Right.
And I had serious money in the envelope.
Right.
He could have just dashed it. Like, who is this guy? I'm not giving.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, I didn't write on the card to Marshall.
Oh, okay.
So that could have been for anybody.
Yeah.
So if somebody found out on the road, that was a come up.
Right.
Bro, I get a text as we're leaving the road from Marshall's manager.
Right.
Saying, yo, bro, give thanks. Like, we appreciated that.
Yeah.
But you really didn't have to put any money in that card. I'm like, it was just to show, you know, there's a joke, there's a wedding present to the newlyweds, but I am sorry, you know?
Right.
But they saw that.
Right.
So again, what do you think your boy did? After Tsunami, I sent the manager the videos of Tsunami.
Yep.
And I said, listen, I value Marshall. I love what he's done in the culture. I would be honored to have him on that stage one day.
Right.
That's a possibility,
you
bro.
planted seeds.
That's a seed.
Pause. But yeah, you planted seeds.
Planting seeds. And it's, bro, these things, it's just, my mind is just blown, bro.
It's wicked.
My mind is, and imagine, how long are we into this podcast now? 51 minutes of stories.
It's not even.
I haven't even talked about Tsunami yet.
Facts.
And that's the biggest thing that happened to me this past, bro. Come on. Like, God was really looking down on me these past few weeks. And as much nonsense as I dealt with behind the scenes, all of this was a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, the experience with Nations, I loved it.
Yeah.
And they were sponsored by Adidas, which is huge.
Right.
Even Marshall has his own Marshall shirt in stores.
Okay.
Through Adidas, yeah.
That's wicked.
His own merchandise. We all got Adidas t-shirts.
Right.
I already love Adidas before that.
Right.
I always wear Ultra Boost shoes because they're like the comfiest things I've ever worn in my life.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the slippers right now.
Wicked.
I had an Adidas hat with the Busby logo on it. I didn't even remember that until the day of.
Right.
And then I put my outfit together. Bro, the experience overall,
wicked.
Amazing. Carnival Nations really outdid themselves. That truck looked amazing. And it wasn't just like the one truck looked good and the rest were dinky.
Right.
Other trucks were amazing too.
Right.
They had big screens on them and everything.
Yeah.
And the Adidas truck, I met the people again, bro.
Yeah.
Watch this. I don't even know who homeboy is.
Okay.
He's there telling everybody, get off the truck. Like, we need space.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him, like, yo, bro, I hear you.
Yeah.
I just have to get something in my DJ bag quick under there and I'll leave the truck.
Right.
Just how I was, like, how my demeanor was with him.
Right.
He really respected that.
Right.
And I don't know who this man is.
Okay.
He just telling me, please get off the truck.
Right.
And I was like, I got it. I got you. I just need to do something quick and I'm off.
Right.
He respected that so much. Later, he came to me and we just talking.
Right.
Bro, I find out that's the Adidas.
That's the rep. That's Adidas rep? Wow.
And his brethren, I was cool with him.
Okay.
I just gave him daps.
Right.
Just because I don't like going in environments and not acknowledging everybody that's there.
Right.
I gave him daps, me and him cool. He passing me drinks and stuff.
Okay.
I didn't know these were the Adidas reps.
Wow.
I got both of their contacts.
Sick.
Bro, and that was just me being who I am.
Right.
You know, the genuine person just...
Right.
We ended up being cool just because of that.
Wicked.
You know? Again, this is my third time now on a truck with Rigo. First time on a truck with International Steven.
Right.
Bro, one of the most humbling moments for me was we were at a point on the road and bare people were around.
Right.
And Rigo was talking on the mic and he seen me on the bottom of the truck.
Yeah.
And he just kind of stopped the music.
Right.
Not like full stop, but lowered it.
Yeah.
He's like, Buzz B, boy, you should be proud, you know. You are the only Toronto DJ on the biggest truck on the road in Toronto.
Wow.
He's like, there's no other Toronto DJ here but you. You should be proud of yourself. And for him to say something like that,
yeah.
But and I know he always makes his jokes and thing, but it's always love between me and him.
Right.
It's literally like a brothership. Like we talk and it's not just music.
Right.
You know, and we're getting to these international gigs and just parring.
Right.
So, but for him to stop the music and being of his stature and say all those things, it was humbling. It was heartwarming.
Nice.
You know? So I finally played my last set. We left the road. Bro, it took us like 2 hours to get out of that. Then we went to go check the Tsunami venue.
Right.
Then went home to get some rest for the big day.
Right.
So now is that point of the podcast. We talk about the big day. I'll let you talk because I've been talking forever.
Well, I ain't got much to say. Just my point of view of the big day. You know, you had I called you. I think I called you the night before. Actually, yo, what time do you want me there? You said, yo, be there for 9:45. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I was there at 9:30. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I stopped to get something to eat because I was hungry. I didn't eat the night before.
Jeez.
So I ate something, went to the venue, and once I got to the venue, it was nonstop working because I knew that this day was just gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that we have to handle. Might as well I started now. There's no honestly, I say good morning to who was it? The venue, the guy who's operating the venue. I said good morning to him. Your sister was already there. I said good morning to her, and from then it was just nonstop working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And from the moment we started to the end, bro, like to see what we did when we started it to the end, it's just like like we did it. Like you know what I'm saying? And then I'm just like, I'm thinking, I'm just like, yeah, Buzz did it. Yeah. Buzz really did this. Like he really did this. And I'm having flashbacks of like, I remember when this like it was only like 20 people at this party. Literally only 20 people at this party.
You were there.
I was one of the 20.
It was like 40, but yeah, you were one of those 40.
It was like 40, yes. Yeah. But if you minus like people helping on and stuff.
No, what I will do is put a clip of like an exact clip of that first ever water party that I ever was associated doing. Yeah. That's how that looked. Right. So to see where it's come now,
bro. If people only knew. And you know what I'm saying?
Again, y'all not gonna know the behind the scenes.
Exactly.
If you only knew, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Yeah. If you guys knew the blood, sweat, and tears, endless tears that went into what made Tsunami happen, you like the amount of gratitude that you would have for what took place would be so much more than what it already is.
I think it's funny because I think most of the people would have folded under pressure, the amount of pressure that we went through that day. Like it was we're not gonna talk about it, but it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? On all of and everything that we did, all of us, it was a lot. But if you look at the outcome, bro, that's all that matters. I saw 3,500 people smiling, happy, drunk, enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what mattered.
Yeah.
At the end, when all of this is said and done, that's what matters.
Facts.
It was just a beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Yeah. I don't know if I would call it that. Like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful outcome.
Yes.
The day was just like in my eyes, it was headache after headache. And nobody is gonna see that unless you're on the team.
Right.
And some people did see that. Some people were just like literally came to me like, "Are you okay?"
Right, right.
And like they've never seen me in that light.
Right.
That's something I have to get back. So I'll use this to get back to that.
Okay.
Just to pause your story
Right,
for a second.
right.
In St. Lucia, there's one person I have to make mention to, especially in this podcast, and that's Hollywood HP.
Okay.
This guy is one of the boss DJs out in St. Lucia, like the big dogs, right?
Right.
Now, I had a respect for him already because he was playing every show.
Okay. Okay.
And I played on his show, Sakafet. I forgot to mention that one. That was a really good show.
Okay.
But I played on the show, and he's the most happy-go-lucky guy that's always like gallivanting, smiling, making jokes.
Yeah.
But the militant attitude that he had and the seriousness that he had that day,
Yeah.
I was like, that's not Hollywood.
Right.
Like, he's stressing right now, and you could tell.
Right.
But I say all of that to say, like, these days that it's our parties and we have thousands of people that we're catering to, it's not an easy thing to deal with.
No, it's not.
And the reason I have to shout him out is because I found a new level of respect for him.
Okay.
When I found out he's not only playing all of these gigs, he's the person that all of the gigs call to string up the sound system in the parties and put the DJ equipment there.
Wow.
He's the go-to guy, or at least one of them.
Right.
So you not only running gig to gig, but you there before the gig putting up speakers. I have video footage, which I'll put in here now, of him going. And that same raft-up boat ride I was talking about, he was stringing up the sound on the boat.
Wow.
Bro, I have a new level of respect for that man now.
Crazy.
But I say all that to say, like, I saw that with him.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, like, he's not him.
Right.
And the way people said that about me,
right,
it made me realize, like, that's what that is. It's just the weight of the day.
Right.
People were like, Buzz is not the guy to be upset or, like, coming with a sour face anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, but the way you were that day, they were like, we really wanted to ask, are you okay? Like, did somebody do you something?
Right.
Again, if you guys only knew, you would understand why I was so mad. But I go on this platform now, I say something, I'm the bad guy.
Right.
So we're gonna leave it at that. What I will say, to avoid having to get into those individual conversations, which will be done behind the scenes, is I was extremely disappointed with certain individuals that were supposed to be doing A, B, C, D, and fell short on the day of.
Right.
And if you guys paid attention to the inside of the venue, which was all my responsibility with the team, with you guys, our responsibility, you would see how much attention to detail, how much extra was given that you guys weren't even expecting.
Right.
You wasn't expecting no water tattoos at the door.
Right.
You wasn't expecting no cups at the door.
No freezies.
No freezies at the door, which we all froze in our house and brought for the party for you guys.
No photo ops, nothing like that.
No photo ops, no crocodile slide.
Right.
That, which was, by the way, the best part of that whole thing, visually, mind you.
Yes.
Like, the best. I just have to say that. Big up my sister. She found it.
Right.
But remember me in the chat?
Yeah.
Like, nah, if it's anything, we need that. Please. Bro, I did not know that slide, the water slide, was going to be such a huge water slide.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be smaller than the other slide.
Right.
But visually, amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, they didn't even know they were getting water slides.
Right.
All they knew was Tsunami was coming.
Right.
So all I had to do is set up a tent, put down some generators, some speakers, and my DJ equipment, and I could have pocketed all that money.
Facts.
And people still want to come to the event and look at, or not come to the event, but say beforehand, oh, he charging so much money.
Yeah.
Oh, he money hungry, this and that.
Right.
You know how much stuff I invested in? How much stuff I lost due to BS?
Yep.
How much nonsense is involved behind the scenes? Nobody knows that.
Facts.
But now you come on the day of to the party. Where's the gratitude for all the extra stuff that you got?
Exactly.
The only person I advertised on the whole cast was Iowa George, for obvious reasons.
Right.
You got 3. I also announced Shireen B.
Right.
But you got 2 other international acts.
Right.
Popular acts for free. Not for, well, you know, not, you didn't know you were getting that.
Right.
Right? The branding, the feather flags around the venue.
All that stuff, bro.
Which you guys were putting up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a team that's hired to do those things.
Right.
The waving pole flags.
Right.
There was so many elements of this party where it's like, you clearly see that I'm not shortchanging you.
Right.
But when I am at the table beforehand and I tell certain people, I need these things done.
Right.
And you shortchange me after the fact, I am extremely disappointed in you.
Right.
And not only does that compromise my relationship with you, you are now compromising my patrons' experience at this party.
Yep.
And when it all boils down, if anything happens, who are they coming to?
Exactly. Exactly.
Buzz B did that.
Right.
Buzz B didn't have enough staff.
Right.
But, and that's not going to be tolerated moving forward.
Right.
This is what I say when I say you do these events and you get money from it.
Right.
That money is not something that's, okay, I have money now. Let me go buy Louis everything.
Right.
Let me go buy a new car.
Right.
That money is now power.
Right.
And I have the power now to bring on legal attorneys.
Right.
I have the power now to make sure my ducks are in a row.
Right.
That nobody could mess with me.
Right.
Before that, it was difficult because it was that come up. I don't, especially after COVID.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not sitting here with tens of thousands of dollars I'm able to just throw at Tsunami and risk.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, it is a risk.
Right.
You never know what could happen. But now I have power money.
Right.
I'm not using it irresponsibly.
Right.
You know, and that's all I have to say about the hiccups.
Right.
I would love to go into depth, believe me. But that will compromise relationships.
Right. Yeah.
But whoever is listening to this will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Right. Right.
And you could play clueless all you want.
Right.
But moving forward, this party cannot accept, oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
This party cannot accept, oh, yeah, I know you told me this, but I only had this. So it's, no.
Right.
You want to play victim? Go ahead. But this party cannot tolerate that moving forward.
Right.
It will not tolerate that moving forward.
Facts. Facts.
This party is getting too big to shortchange anybody.
Facts.
If I had full control of everything, bro, that would have been a completely different experience.
Absolutely.
But what you saw inside the venue, and I'm going to make that extremely clear, and the only thing that I would have had responsibility for from anything that you purchased was the merchandise store.
Right.
Anything else that was selling, anything venue related was outsourced.
Right.
But people still attacking me if anything were to happen to them.
Yeah.
So I just have to, you know, this is what comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You have to take it and keep going, right?
Yep.
I'll share this story just to kind of show you guys where my mind was at, and another reason I had to go to myself at the end of the day and say, Buzz, I am so proud of you.
Yeah.
Now imagine I'm sitting in my CEO tent. I thought about having that for so long.
Right.
I was like, yo, I want this. You know, just for the looks.
Right.
Literally, if it was just for the picture, cool. And then you could take away the tent.
This guy.
But I just want the tent, just, you know, boss levels. You understand? You just have to do them things, you know?
Right.
But I did that, right? I'm chilling in the tent. Not chilling. I'm doing logistics on my phone in the tent. There are a few people liming in the tent.
Yeah.
I say, okay, but I'm not really going to monitor that. I'm here.
Right.
I get a phone call from the venue owner. Buzz, I need you at the gate now.
Right.
I'm not asking questions.
Yeah.
All my stuff is on the table.
Yeah.
I'm not asking questions. I know my sister's at the door. I don't know what he's talking about.
Right. Right.
I run to the door.
Right.
The whole situation at the door now.
Right.
I literally have, and it's not to downplay anything anybody else was doing, but the moment I got there, I literally went to the sergeant, the police sergeant, and I said, what do you need?
Yeah.
He told me exactly what he needed. I was screaming at people to make that happen.
Right.
I'm like, you see this lion and these people? They need to get inside right now.
Right.
I'm not having them stand out here in the sun. This is ridiculous.
Right.
These things need to happen in order for these people to get in. Let's get it done.
Right.
Within about 10 minutes, everything was whipped into place.
Right.
Everything started moving.
Right.
But just the headaches in between that, bro, were insane. Right? I finally finished that.
Right.
And this is after like 20 minutes of dealing with that. When I should be inside preparing for my set.
Absolutely.
I walk back inside now. Shamari catches me at the front door.
Yeah.
He said, Buzz, you want me to tell Kevin Crown to go on the ones and twos?
Yeah.
Now, because you were supposed to be on 5 minutes ago.
Right. Right.
So I looked at him, and just the mood I was in at that point because of how much headache there was.
Yeah.
I told him, yeah, just tell Kevin go on, please, because I need a minute.
Yeah.
But then I stopped and I just looked at the party and I said to myself, nah.
Facts.
I did this. This is my time.
Right.
So I called him back. I said, Shamari, I'm going on.
Right.
Tell Kevin he can go on at his regular time.
Right.
But I'm going on right now. Bro, I get back to my tent.
Yeah.
Right? After shifting through the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Why do I go into the tent and I look on the table where all my stuff was?
Yeah.
Why are 4 cups that I had on there missing? People drank out of my bottle that I had there.
Right.
And my stolen.
Gone.
All of this I was dealing with, and nobody would have a clue what the hell I was dealing with. But all of that happened right before I went on that stage. If you only knew where my mind was at that point.
Right.
I was livid. I was screaming at people like, why are you even in the tent anyway?
Right.
People start clearing out of the area. I was mad. And it's not even to say I was mad about the That's an object.
Right.
And it's not even something with value, really. It's just a photo op.
Right.
It was obviously an expensive item.
Right.
But just that somebody would have the balls, especially if you're in VIP.
Right.
You were supposed to be people I trust.
Right.
You come into my CEO tent and take stuff off of my table and my valuables, that's disrespectful. And if I only knew who that was, I don't get upset like that. I would have punched that person in their face if I only knew who that was. So if you're listening to this and it was you, you better enjoy those and sell them quick.
Right.
But I was livid, bro. And I had to whip myself back into shape because I'm now going on stage to DJ for an hour after all of that.
Right.
And that was just the surface level of what happened right before my set.
Right.
There was headaches before that too.
Yep.
So as I'm going up to the stage now, I literally turn and I see Moto just lying there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and I thought to myself, nah, I need to get out of this attitude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I need to do something with my set that's next level.
Yeah.
So I go to Moto now.
Yeah.
I think of something. I'm like, yo, Moto, come over here. So he said, what's up, Buzz? Because I've had him on Sun Shower before.
And he was just there liming, right?
He was just there liming. Bro, I didn't know he was coming to the party.
Okay.
He's just there liming in VIP. I said, yo, Moto. I said, yo, for 3 songs to open my set, including the water song you have, what would you do for me, money-wise?
Yeah.
He there calculating in his head. He asked if he could do 6 songs. I said, no, I need like 3 power.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go into my set.
Right.
He said, okay. And he started calculating. I said, listen, what I paid you back in 2018, is that okay to pay again for 3 songs?
Yeah.
He's like, for you, Buzz, that's okay.
Okay.
So said, so done.
Right.
That performance was not supposed to happen.
Wow.
I thought of that literally 5 minutes before I went up there.
Again, people don't know this.
Nobody knows this.
Facts.
So I go through the songs with him. I'm like, which songs you want? He gives me like 4 songs.
Yeah.
I line them up.
Yeah.
You guys could go on YouTube right now and see the intro of that.
Right.
How amazing that was.
Right.
It was literally so good that Iware came to me later in the day like, yo, you could do that intro for me too? So I did that now. Moto, do his thing, right?
Right.
Nate, Big Nate from Team Sweetness.
Yeah.
They brought Saki to the party.
Right.
And I knew they were coming. They asked me for comps.
Okay.
They brought Saki. If you want to lose weight, go through my phone. They brought him to the party. But I told him the situation. I don't like too much performances.
Right.
But you can come to the party and see the vibes, you know? So Nate comes to talk to me and he said, yo, bro, I remember this when it was outside of, in a parking lot and there was only 400 people.
Right.
To see where it is now, bro, big respect to you.
Yeah.
So we just get into small talk, and he's like, honestly, bro, I have Saki here from Trinidad. He's not looking for anything. He just wants an opportunity to show what he could do.
Right.
You think you could do something?
Right.
So once I organize a thing with Moto, as I'm playing now, I'm telling Nate, yo. So I said, I'll bring him in on his song during my set.
Right.
Again, something that was not scheduled.
Damn.
But all of that went seamlessly.
Right.
And it was amazing because I'm like, I didn't even think about how impactful that is.
Right. Right.
Like me DJing and I'm bringing out artist friends as I'm DJing just to perform their hit and leave.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Right.
So obviously the party made money. I still paid the man.
Right.
He wasn't expecting it, but I still gave him some.
Nice.
I gave Moto what we agreed on, and now Shireen B. You know, I was happy to give Shireen B an opportunity. She's part of the Kevin Crown morning show that made the decision to bring me up to New York for the first time ever to DJ.
Right.
You know, so giving her that opportunity, I wanted to make sure I gave back. Right. A lot of people out here is just take.
Right.
You don't give back.
Right.
So I wanted to do that for her, right? Then this is one of those stories I don't want to come on here and say, and I know Ira would be okay with me saying it because we spoke.
Right.
But I want him to be here for us to share that story.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of logistics. But again, if you guys only knew that story, you know it. If you guys only knew that story, that could probably be a podcast in itself. But that was one of the wildest full circle moments that has ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah. He
came on stage. He had a DJ, bro. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The craziest part for me, though, imagine my voice good right through Caravana Week.
Right.
Whole Tsunami, my voice good. The moment I go to introduce my biggest act, the only person I'd have that I advertised to be on the stage, as I'm introducing, and my voice gives out at that moment. I'm like, God, seriously? That's the moment my voice gonna give out? So he goes on stage now, starts to perform, did his thing, bro.
Right.
I'm backstage now catching my breath. I turn to VIP at one of the tables. I swear to God, it was like I saw like a ghost.
Right.
I had to do a double take. I'm like, who is that sitting? Is that Super Blue? Bro, this is my dad's favorite artist.
Right.
Somebody he has praised and told me there is no soca artist these days that could hold a candle to Super Blue.
Right.
None. And many older generation people will tell you that.
Right.
First thing I did, take out my phone, video call my dad.
Right.
Like, Dad, do you see who's in the party? He's like, I can't. It's funny because I video called him. He's like this. He have the phone up to his ear. Like, Dad, look at your phone quickly, please. Because I don't want him to leave us home.
Yeah.
So he looks at the phone. He's like, wait, that's Blue Boy? That's Super Blue? I said, yeah, he's at the party. So at that moment, I hear Ira. Where's Busby?
Yeah.
Busby, I need you to come to the stage. Busby, where's Busby? Somebody call Busby, please.
Wow.
I had to end the call.
Right.
Go on stage now. Bro, I kid you not. The moment I got up on that stage and stood beside him, my calf muscle went like that.
Oh, okay.
And gripped on me. Like I couldn't move my leg type bad. But I have to stand there now in front of 3,500 people and play like nothing's going on.
Right.
This man says, you guys are the next generation. But what I want to see which of the new generation knows tune. Busby, I want you to stay here with me for this performance. I don't have to perform with this man with a messed up leg. I'm running up and down the stage with a bad calf right now, bro. That was paining me until the Wednesday.
Jeez.
I had to rub all kind of A535 or whatever and ice pack and all kind of thing for me to get better, bro. That was horrible. But I say, you know what? I did it. Showed out. We had an amazing performance. You hear me saying we had amazing performance.
Yeah.
I'm performing with Ira George at one of the biggest water parties in the world.
You're an artist now, dog.
Big artist, all right? Price gone up and up. But I say all that to say, you know, we did our thing. He did his thing.
Yeah.
Big up to Ira George. Finished now, right? So then I'm like, okay, I want to go and get a picture of Super Blue just so I could say that he was there.
Right.
Can't find Super Blue nowhere.
God.
Like, he must have left.
Right.
So later on in the party, now Kevin's playing, Kevin Crown. And Young Chow was even there. Young Chow went and played.
Right.
Bro, do you know what that means?
Bro.
Young Chow was not booked.
I know.
And he came up on the stage and played music.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he came to me, Young Chow, and me and him have been known each other for a while.
Right.
He came up to me, he's like, bro, I'm so proud of you to see this.
Wicked,
I said, bro, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, and they doing their thing, and I'm just strolling backstage.
Right.
I turn, I see Iwer sitting with Super Blue in the back corner talking.
Right.
So I say, nah, I gotta go get this picture for my dad. So I go up now. I say, excuse me, guys. Hi, I just wanted to say hello and thank you for coming out to the party. It says Super Blue. So you're not really paying me any mind.
Right.
So I was like, this is the guy I was just talking about. This is the promoter.
Right.
So he looks at me and now he's attentive.
Right.
So he shakes my hand. So I say, yo, honestly, I just want to say, like, big up to you because my dad is probably one of your #1 fans.
Right.
And he has always told me, I said the same thing. I'm like, he's always told me there's no soca artist these days that could hold a candle to what Blue Boy did back in the day, what Super Blue did.
Right.
And literally, I felt the kind of way saying that when Iwer sitting right there.
Yeah.
But Iwer turns, he was like, no, he writes. He's not wrong.
Right.
So I shook his hand and Super Blue, you know how he talks.
Right.
Like, what's your name? I said, Buzz B.
Right.
Bro, Super Blue turns to me and says, that's you? I've heard that name many times. I just never had a face to put with the name.
Wow.
Super Blue. Bro, that just sent chills all over my body at that moment.
Right.
That is a legend.
Right.
Telling me that. And if you don't know who that is, that's the father of Feian Lions, the father-in-law of Bungie.
Right.
He came back in 2013. He killed everybody in that road march competition.
Right.
And I have never seen Hazley Crawford Stadium in Trinidad for Soca Monarch as crazy. I've never seen a crowd that big, so crazy for one person.
Right. Yeah.
And for him to know of my name alone was just like, wow.
Crazy.
So then he was seated.
Right.
He tells me that, and then he starts getting into small talk, but then he stands up now.
Right.
And he looks at me, he's like, yo, I want to tell you this. You see what you have? And he points to the crowd. You see what you have out here? This is something very special. And the next time I see you, I want to see this crowd grow by 3, 4, 5 times the amount of people that's here right now. And just those words of encouragement from somebody like him, bro, that it don't matter what I was dealing with that day.
Right.
That alone was just like, my God,
wow,
what is going on? I would have never, of all people in this, literally in this world, I would not have expected Super Blue to be there.
Right.
He was there chilling in VIP as if it was nothing and said all of that to me.
Crazy.
Bro, my life is in a completely different space right now. And all I could do is thank God.
Yep.
All I could do is thank you guys.
Yep.
You guys, as I said on stage, there is no Busby without especially my core team.
Yeah.
That's you, that's Tasha, and that's Willard.
Yeah.
I can't do what I do without you guys. I have to thank you guys to the bottom of my heart. I have to thank the staff that was involved in the whole event. You know, from the camera guys. Deli organized a full team.
Right.
Go on YouTube right now and type in Tsunami 2022.
Right.
Look at the production that these guys put down.
Yeah.
Period. It's a dream I've always had, and these guys knocked it out the park.
Right.
And it's not even to say like it was it was like Netflix level, but the aspects of what they brought into it has the elements of something like what you see on Netflix.
Exactly.
All we have to do now is refine the little stuff.
Yep.
That I don't care about.
Right.
It's the bigger picture that I care, and these guys killed it.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not even to downgrade what they did. What you see on YouTube there is bar none one of the best things for this industry that I've seen put out there content-wise.
Absolutely.
Period. These guys did amazing. The team that set up all of the stuff I was talking about, you know, the setup and teardown crew that put up everything.
Right.
Thank you guys. Skippy has been super clutch with everything. I didn't even know this man was into like Excel spreadsheets and stuff.
Yeah.
So any administrative tasks that I had that I needed done that I really didn't have the time for, bro, I could call him and I don't need to micromanage him at all. He just gets it done, sends me the report. Bro, thank you.
Big up Skippy, man.
And obviously, you know, I make sure my people are paid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And to an extent, more than what you guys are even expecting.
Right.
I just try to do my best by everybody. Like the women in bathing suits.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that helped with the merch tent. Thank you. The women at the front door.
Yeah.
Thank you. The people that are helping at the lines that were helping things go faster. Thank you all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was on my team that really had my back, and I couldn't have done it any other way.
Yeah.
You know, and the people that disappointed me, thank you. You understand?
Right.
At the end of the day, that like as much as there was disappointments, there was good parts of that.
Right.
Thank you to you too, even though I'm not in the best of spirits with most of y'all. Thank you.
Right.
And to the people that came out, thank you.
Right.
This was the biggest show I've ever done in my life. The biggest show prior to that was literally half of the crowd that we had at Tsunami.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Crazy.
And this is one person that's masterminding and brainstorming the whole thing.
Crazy.
There's not a like, yes, it's a team of people, but you know what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it was something difficult. This is new territory I've never been in before.
Right. And
I'd say we handled that very damn well.
Oh, yeah.
Especially seeing stuff that transpired the following. Okay. I'm trying my best here. Okay. But I just want to say to everybody listening, like, these are a lot of behind the scenes stories, and this was the tip of the iceberg in terms of what happened. If you guys only knew, you would have a far greater appreciation for what went on that day.
Yeah.
And I say all of that to say too, what was made that day is going into good.
Right.
It's going into scaling the business. It's going into this podcast, paying people now to grow this podcast so the information that I want people to hear is getting out there to the right ear.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you guys are listening to this podcast right now as the Tsunami Story Time. And thank you to anybody that's still here listening right now. But go back and watch our previous podcasts.
Right.
A lot of you might be new to this. Our previous podcasts have some amazing content that is life-changing.
Absolutely.
It helps everybody in our community grow.
Right.
These are the type of projects I'm investing myself in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to put a button on that, everything I just said that I went through within these past couple months, there are people that still think that I should not be charging more than what I was charging before that period of time.
Let them stay there.
Let them stay there. Because I don't have time to deal with people that are nickel and diming me.
Right.
To be honest, what I need right now is my time back.
Right.
So if you want to nickel and dime me, I don't need your business.
Right.
What I need is time to focus on stuff like this to help our community.
Right. Right.
So you want to stay there and complain about a little $100, $200,
right.
You stay right there and continue to do that.
Right.
That will show me that you're not going to grow.
Right.
You may get to a certain point, but there's way more to this than that.
Yep.
If you want to nickel and dime, stay right there. I don't need your business. Right. What I need is my time.
Right.
So if you're bringing me out of my time now, especially where I'm at, I don't need to work for every little gig now.
Yep.
That's not to diminish those. Like, I'm the most, you know me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If especially we have history and dealings.
Right.
If you come to me with respect, you come to me saying, Buzz, I don't really have the budget for this. I could do this. Is there something maybe? More times than not, I will deal with you.
Right.
But you wanna talk behind people's back or whatever the case is in general, or you wanna just neglect the fact when my price goes up, you don't even respond to me. Y'all do your thing. But I'm here on a completely different mission.
Right.
And y'all not gonna understand that until it actually happens. Right. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, everything that happened this week, I want to thank everybody that played a part in that. This was literally history for me, history for Toronto, history in general.
For everybody.
That whole situation was history. And the craziest part is, this is literally just the beginning.
Facts.
This is the second tsunami. Like,
facts.
I have my whole life ahead of me.
Right.
There's men doing this that are about twice my age.
Yep. Yep.
If this is what's happening to me at this age,
right.
Just imagine.
Legit. Right.
So, thank you guys, man. You guys heard a lot of stories. Like, you guys heard the stories that not everybody's going to hear.
Right.
The podcast gets special stories, but then the team gets the full.
Right.
Right? But you guys got some special stories here. And, you know, I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that, you know, you're even listening to this and care about what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think it's probably okay we end there.
Yeah.
We big up Judgment. We had Camp Fete the following week.
We can talk about that next time.
Yeah, definitely. I do have to mention it. Yo, this guy.
What do you have to mention? Mention it. Say it. Say it.
Are you sure?
Say it. What is it?
We on duckwork boat ride, right? And there's this girl. We were gonna take a picture. You see how you laughed already?
Oh my gosh!
You said mention it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, because I.
This guy's a wild, you know. Everybody, oh, JKD, such a sweet teddy bear. Oh my god. No, listen to me, guys. All right, this girl was obstructing this picture that we were trying to take on duckwork, right? She taking the picture now, posing and everything. She wearing a sleeveless shirt, posing for the picture. JKD behind the camera lady now, tapping me, whispering in my ear, yo, bro, her arms are mad hairy, bro. Why does she have so much hair on her arms, fam? I'm like, yo, JKD, why are you wilding right now? As she's taking a picture, this man turns to me and says, I said, JKD, no. JKD, no. What the hell are you doing right now?
I don't recall doing that. So
that was on the lower end of your nonsense these past 2 weeks. You lucky I said that story and not the Camp Fete one. This guy's so wild, you know. I wouldn't say the Camp Fete one because I put Judgment in problems. But you're lucky, you know. This guy. This is what I've had to be dealing with for the past 3 weeks, guys. This jokes like this, right through. This man,
and he stayed laughing at them.
I did. Last but not least, JKD almost got me in some trouble, you know. This man put me in a compromising situation. He made me an accomplice, an accessory to crime, you know. Bro, we on Porter, going to Judgment's Camp Fete. We flying down. It's me and JKD sitting side by side. Fam, they on Porter. What they do is they give out free wine and free beer.
Yeah.
So they have special glasses for that say Porter on it, like nice little hand glasses. Bro, JKD gets the glass. He takes some beer in the glass. As the people pass us and go to the next people to serve them, he looks at me and said, bro, I'm teething this, huh? So you got your bag? Yo, put it in your bag, fam. There's still beer in the thing. I have to take a cloth and wipe the beer out of the friggin' just so I can put this thing in the bag so he can take it home. For what? Now this man has a Porter glass in it. This guy's wild. For no reason. Like, why are you teeping the people's glass?
But hey, bro, you didn't have to do it, though. You did it.
Really? Did it. He would be the type that wouldn't bail me out, you know. You did it, bro. You in this with me. Like, we in this together.
Okay, yo, I'll take care of your family, dog. Just do the time.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of the People's Podcast. And we appreciate you guys for listening. Be like, I'm being real. Everybody go and check out previous episodes. All those kind of jokes are in those. Valuable information that will change your life.
Right.
Not might, will change your life.
Right.
I encourage you guys to listen, subscribe, keep in touch. We got a lot more content coming.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you guys next week on the People's Podcast.
Peace.